Hello, hello. Welcome to all the students. I am Captain Raila Sanjeev. Welcome to online classes from Department of Chemistry, Government Degree College, Peddapalli. In the yesterday class, we completed uh, acetols and hydrate formation of carbonyl compounds. Today we are going to learn about this mechanism part of acetal formation of carbonyl compounds. Here, acetal formation, aldehydes are readily converted into acetals. These aldehydes, formaldehyde, here we are using formaldehyde on reaction with 2 moles of ethyl alcohol, ROH, ethyl alcohol. Aldehydes are readily converted into acetols by treatment with the two equivalents of alcohol in acidic condition. Here, under acidic condition, formaldehyde on reaction with the ethanol will get acetols. Products are favored at equilibrium. In this reaction, in this equilibrium reaction, products are favors. But when we use instead of this formaldehyde, when we use ketone, in that case products, the equilibrium favors reactant side, opposite, that is backward direction it moves. Okay. This is the ketonic. Uh, just now we discussed ketone, acetone. Why this formaldehyde equilibrium reaction favors product side means here in this formaldehyde there is no electron donating groups. Here both the hydrogen atom attached to carbonyl carbon. But in acetone, the carbonyl carbon is attached to CH3 and CH3. These two methyl groups are electron donating groups or plus I inductive effect groups. Okay. Based on this acetone on reaction with 2 moles of ethanol, the equilibrium favors reactant side, reactants, not product side, because the acetone compound is more stable. The acetone is a more stable because it attached with the carbonyl carbon attached with both electron donating groups. But in formaldehyde there is no electron donating groups because that the reaction in the last slide we already studied in the last slide, the reaction equilibrium favors product side, forward direction, here backward direction. However, for most of the ketones the equilibrium favors reactants rather than the products. Is it clear? Now, these acetols as used as protecting groups. Here, this is the protecting group. Generally, for this aldehydes or ketones, acetal formation is a reversible process. Generally, all acetal formation reactions are reversible reactions that can be controlled by carefully choosing reagents and conditions. conditions. Here, this ketonic function group compound on reaction with the hydrogen peroxide in presence of acid. Here, loss of water molecule to form a acetal compound. This acetal compound after here in presence of water molecule. Here loss of water molecule. The same water molecule is used in the backward reaction. In presence of water molecule and acid. Again that acetal cyclic ring opened and to converted as ketones, carbonyl compound. Here, the above reaction, acetal formation, is favored by removal of water. This reaction, the forward direction, the loss of water molecule, removal of water molecule. To convert an acetal back into the corresponding aldehyde or ketone. It is simply treated with water. It is simply treated with water in presence of an acid catalyst. Acid catalyst. Here in the reaction part in presence of water and acid catalyst to convert it into aldehydes or ketones. In this way, acetals can be used to protect ketones or aldehydes. In this manner, these acetals are used to protect the particular ketonic functional group or it may be aldehyde functional group. For the protection purpose, the acetal formation reaction generally proceeds. For example, consider how the following transformation might be accomplished. Here, in this compound, there is a carbonyl function group and ester function group. Ester function group. Here, in backward reaction, there is no disturbance of this particular carbonyl function group. Only ester function group is converted as alcohol. How is it? We'll discuss with the mechanism part. In what way the reaction proceeds. Here please observe. The ketone group is converted. Here the ketone group is converted into an acetal in presence of H2O2 hydrogen peroxide and acid. This particular ketonic group only, not any disturbance, not react with this ester, not reduce this ester. Only this ketonic function group on reaction with the hydrogen peroxide in presence of acid and converted into acetal. Okay, only this particular function. But the ester group is not participate in this acetal formation. Ester group as it is. The resulting acetal group is stable under strong basic conditions and will not react with the law. Here we are using law for reduction. In presence of law, reduced only this particular ester function. Reduced only this ester function group. There is no change in the acetal structure in presence of La. Is it clear? This makes it possible to reduce only ester function group. In presence of this particular law, to reduce only ester function group. There is no change in the uh, ketonic function group or acetal compound. After which the acetal can be removed to regenerate the ketone. Here in the intermediate there is a acetal is formed of this particular ketone. After reduction process of this ester, then remove the regenerate this ester, remove and regenerate the ketonic function group. This particular ester is converted as alcohols. Okay, is it clear, all of you? This part 3 completed. Now we'll go to another part, part 4. We'll go to part 4. Yeah, part 4. Yeah, part 4. Carbonyl compounds, part 4. In this part 4, first we'll discuss nucleophiles. Various types of nucleophiles. Here, oxygen atom containing nucleophiles. I will enlarge slide. Oxygen atom containing nucleophiles, sulfur nucleophiles, nitrogen nucleophiles, hydrogen nucleophiles, and carbon nucleophiles. Okay. First, we will discuss oxygen atom containing nucleophiles. Here, first example, H2O, water molecule. H2O, it is a oxygen containing nucleophile. ROH, alcohols. And H2O2, hydrogen peroxide is also acted as the oxygen containing nucleophile. Next, sulfur nucleophile, H2S gas and H2 and S2. It is just like a hydrogen peroxide, thioperoxide. Next, nitrogen nucleophile. In nitrogen nucleophile, RNH2, primary amine. It is primary amine. Next, R2NH. It is a secondary amine. These two, primary and secondary amines, are very good examples for nitrogen nucleophile. Next, hydrogen nucleophiles. Hydrogen nucleophile AlH4 minus, aluminum tetrahydride ion. Next, boron tetrahydride ion, BH4 minus. It is also hydrogen nucleophile. Next, the last one, carbon nucleophile. In the last slide, we have already discussed what is that RMGX. RMGX, Grignard reagent. RMGX, alkyl magnesium halide. Alkyl magnesium halide. Is it clear? Here, cyanide is also one of the suitable example for carbon nucleophile. Is it clear? Carbon nucleophile. Here, triphenyl phosphonium ion. It is also one of the example for carbon nucleophiles. These are all various types of heteroatom containing nucleophiles. Is it clear? Based on these nucleophiles, we will discuss various reactions. Here, primary amines. Primary amines, nitrogen containing nucleophile. Primary amines. In mildly acidic condition, an aldehyde or ketone will react with the primary amine to form an imine compound. Here, aldehydic function group. Aldehyde, here benzaldehyde we are using. On reaction with the primary amine in presence of acid. Primary amine in presence of acid. What happened? Here, loss of water molecule to forms this C double bond N compound. It is attached with methyl. It is attached with methyl. C double bond N. This type of compound is named as imine. Imine is produced in this reaction with the use of primary amines. Okay. Now let us go to actual mechanism part of this particular reaction. Mechanism part. We'll discuss. Here, in the first step, carbonyl function group on reaction with the primary amine. The primary amine, the pair of electrons, attacks on the carbonyl carbon. Here, in between C double bond O, that particular pi bond cleavages, oxygen atom gets negative charge. This particular intermediate tetrahedral intermediate is obtained. The intermediate is protonated to remove the negative charge on oxygen. Here, In this intermediate tetrahedral intermediate, the oxygen atom containing negative charge. This particular negative charge is removed when the abstraction of hydrogen from acid. Here abstract hydrogen. It converted as hydroxy functional group. Hydroxy functional group. Is it clear? Next, deprotonation gives a carbonyl amine. This is the carbonyl amine. Deprotonation. This particular A minus ion abstract hydrogen from this RNH2 primary amine side. Deprotonation gives carbonyl amine. Is it clear? In this carbonyl amine, again the pair of electron on hydroxy group, pair of electron, proton transfer. This particular proton from HA, acid, proton transfer. Okay, proton transfer. The OH hydroxy group is protonated, thereby conversion into an excellent leaving group. Excellent leaving group. This actually in this carbonyl amine it is a OH. That particular hydroxy functional group is converted as this hydronium type of protonated hydroxy functional group. It is a good leaving group. It is a perfect excellent leaving group. Loss of that particular leaving group here, breakage of CO bond, loss of a water molecule, loss of a leaving group. Water leaves forming a C double bond N. Here the pair of electron donates to carbon side to form a double bond C double bond N, and breakage of this particular CO bond. Here loss of water molecule and form a double bond in between carbon and nitrogen. Okay, this is the another intermediate. The intermediate is deprotonated. Here another proton loses from the intermediate. Another proton deprotonated to generate an imine. This is the final compound imine. Okay, this is the final compound. Aldehyde, benzaldehyde on reaction with the primary amine in presence of acid to forms imine. This is the final compound. Okay, is it clear all of you? Is there any doubt in this mechanism part? All of you clear? Okay. Next, nitrogen containing nucleophiles, secondary amines. In the last reaction, we discussed with the primary amines. Next, secondary amines. In this acidic conditions, an aldehyde or ketone will react with a secondary amine to form an enamine, not imine, enamine, this adjacent carbon containing double bond, and enamine is formed in this reaction. Same aldehydes or ketones undergoes in this reaction, undergoes reaction with the secondary amine in presence of acid to forms enamine. Okay, for this reaction we'll discuss mechanism part of this particular reaction. Mechanism, clear cut mechanism we'll discuss here. Okay, here the starting compound aldehyde or it may be ketone on reaction with the secondary amine. The secondary amine pair of electrons attacks to the carbonyl carbon. Cleavage of pi bond, oxygen gets negative. This step is named as nucleophilic attack. Nucleophilic attack. This tetrahedral structure is formed as a intermediate tetrahedral structure. From this, proton transfer with the use of acid. Proton transfer. Here, this negative charged oxygen proton, the intermediate is protonated to remove the negative charge. It converted as normal hydroxy function. Remove that negative charge on oxygen. Okay, is it clear? This is the proton transfer step. Next, another proton transfer step from amine side. Amine. Deprotonation gives carbonyl amine. Carbonyl amine. This is also same related with the last reaction. Here proton abstract this A minus. Okay. The nitrogen positive charge neutralized. Here we are getting carbonyl amine. This particular carbonyl amine on reaction with the another mole of acid. Here proton transfer, loss of A minus. The hydroxy functional group is protonated. Hydroxy functional group is protonated. What happened? It converting as a good living group. Protonated, thereby converting it into an excellent leaving group. Excellent leaving group, water molecule. It converted into excellent leaving group. Okay. How the leaving group leaves from this intermediate. Here, the pair of electron on nitrogen donates to this side, shifted to this side. Here, loss breakage of CO bond, sigma bond. Okay, loss of water molecule. Here, form a double bond in between carbon and nitrogen. There is a formation of double bond. Water leaves and a carbon nitrogen double bond forms. After loss of this particular leaving group, water molecule leaving group, after loss of this particular leaving group converted as to form a double bond, C double bond N. Okay, is it clear? Next, the last step, proton transfer step. Proton transfer step. Here, nucleophile A minus abstract hydrogen from this terminal hydrogen. Here form a double bond. Form a new double bond. Breakage of this particular pi bond in between carbon and nitrogen, and the nitrogen atom gets neutralized. Is it clear? This particular A minus abstract hydrogen here form a new pi bond, and the pi bond in between C carbon and nitrogen breakage takes place. That particular nitrogen atom gets neutralized to forms enamine compound. Here actual reaction, please once again please observe. The starting compound, it may be aldehyde, or ketone, will react with the secondary amine in presence of acid to forms what happen? Enamine. To forms enamine. This is the clear-cut mechanism of this particular reaction. This is the clear mechanism. Nucleophilic attack, proton transfer. Here in this proton transfer, it converted into excellent leaving group. That particular leaving group loss of water molecule to form a intermediate. From this intermediate abstract proton or proton transfer, finally we will get a enamine compound. Okay. In these two reactions, carbonyl compounds on reaction with primary amines, carbonyl compounds aldehydes, or it may be ketones on reaction with the secondary amines. We are getting this type of imine and enamine compounds. Here please observe once again. Please concentrate this particular reaction. This mechanism of enamine formation with the use of secondary amines in presence of acid. Enamine formation is identical to the mechanism of imine formation with the use of primary amine formation, except for the last step. Only last step is different. The remaining all the steps in the middle of the steps, all the steps are similar. All the steps are identical. Okay. Only last step is different. Here in the last step, in the middle step, remaining all steps are same. In the last step, this particular primary amine abstract hydrogen, here breakage of this bond, and nitrogen atom positive charge neutralized. neutralized. The remaining double bond and cyclic ring, there is no change. It is a imine formation. But here, with the use of secondary amines in the last step it is a different. That particular secondary amine abstract hydrogen from adjacent on ortho carbon. An orthocarbon hydrogen abstracted by secondary amine. Is it clear? Because in this uh, imine there is no hydrogen atom. There is no hydrogen atom because hydrogen abstracted from ortho position. Ortho position, because that ortho position uh, in the cyclic ring, it forms a new pi bond, because we'll get a enamine compound in this uh, secondary, when we use secondary amines. Carbonyl compounds on reaction with the primary amines will get a imines. Imines. The last step is, please remember, the last step only different. The remaining all steps are identical. Identical. Okay. Enamine and imine formation with the use of nitrogen nucleophiles. Okay. Next, the Wolff-Kishner reduction reaction. In this carbonyl compounds, aldehydes and ketones topic, this particular reaction, Wolff-Kishner reaction, it is very important reaction, name reaction. Please concentrate in this reaction and reaction mechanism part. Okay. Here, generally ketones react with the hydrazine to form hydrazones. This is a hydrazone compound. Hydrazones. This transformation has practical utility because hydrazones are readily reduced under strong basic conditions. Here we are using strong base potassium hydroxide in presence of water. Potassium hydroxide, it converted as normal alkanes. Here loss of N2. It converted as normal alkane chain. In this reduction reaction, we'll get 82% more yield of this particular compound. More yield. Here please observe. Hydrazine, carbonyl compound on reaction with the hydrazine in presence of acid. In the last slide we discussed, it is a hydrazone. Okay. Generally ketones on reaction with the hydrazine in presence of acid after loss of water molecule to forms hydrazones, hydrazone compound. This particular hydrazone, in presence of strong base, it converted as normal alkane chain. Normal alkanes, 80%. More yield is formed in this reaction, and nitrogen is the byproduct. Okay. This transformation is called the Wolff-Kishner reduction. Wolff-Kishner reduction. Named after the German scientist Ludwig Wolff and the Russian chemist N.M. Kishner. Wolff-Kishner. This provides two-step procedure for reducing a ketone to an alkane. It is a two-step procedure. In the first step what happened? Ketones. First step, ketones on reaction with the hydrazine in presence of acid. Here loss of water molecule to forms hydrazone. Hydrazine is converted as hydrazone. Here loss of water molecule. From this nitrogen H2O. Like this. The breakage like this. H2O. This double bond attached with the nitrogen and the remaining N2. This is the hydrazone compound. This hydrazone compound easily reaction with the base in presence of strong base, potassium hydroxide. Heat the reaction mixture. What happened? Loss of N2. It is a CH2. It converted as CH2. It is a normal cycloalkane chain. 80% of this particular cycloalkane is obtained in this reaction. Okay. It is the byproduct. Nitrogen is the byproduct. This provides a two-step procedure for reducing a ketone to alkane. Two-step procedure. For this two-step procedure, we will discuss actual mechanism part. Oh, it is a in this short time we cannot cover this full mechanism part. For this mechanism, clearly we will discuss tomorrow. We'll discuss. We'll stop here. Wolff-Kishner reduction reaction. This reaction provides two-step procedure. This two-step reaction mechanism part we'll discuss clearly tomorrow. Okay, students, we'll meet tomorrow at the same time. Thank you and all.